guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm starting this the night before probably than the day of, but maybe we'll snag into it right now. We're gonna be welding up the Nighthawk and getting it street legal. So basically the issues that we have now is the battery is not actually strapped down other than by actual like bungee cords, and I'll show you guys that in a sec. So what we want to do is actually weld up tabs and get the battery mounted, and then we got to go get brake lamp check, and then we can go get it registered, and then we can go get the license, and then we can be cruising. Alrighty, let me take a papa squat on the floor of my cracks. So if you can see how we have it right now, 0.5 might be our friend. Nah, not really. It's just gettily strapped, and it still kind of moves around, and I don't want to ride it around like that. So here is the idea that we're going for. All right, getting the last of the strip in the mess out of here. So this is how we have the battery hooked up right now. Positive, negative, you know, like a normal car. But on a bike, we got all this BS. I don't even know if this fuse is still not blown. But the plan of attack that we're gonna be going for here is putting two L's sort of like that. And I'm gonna go try to buy a smaller battery because I don't want to use this big one. Just because end goal, I would like this sucker to look super cool. Oh, look at me on the ground. I would like this to look super cool, you know what I mean? Cafe racer build, get some new shocks in the back, get the U-turn, signal type of sync, repaint the tank, you know, make it actually look like a cafe racer. So I wouldn't like this big blue battery down here, obviously, to match the red. So I'm thinking of getting a little Noco battery that I saw online. Not the best reviews, but definitely be something cool. And the idea is that I'll be mounting the battery. I'll be welding two brackets like this straight out, and then we'll put an actual leather belt that'll go around the box. It'll be easier to visualize once I actually start like welding pieces and tacking them into place. But yeah, so that'll be one here, one on the other side, and then potentially some wherever else we'll need it for support so it doesn't slide around. And then this sucker should be good to be street ready, because right now as is it actually does turn on flawlessly. She's a little choked up because I definitely do need to change the oil on it and let it warm up before we can actually start revving it. And then I don't know if you guys saw it, but we got to get a new filter on it. So I'll be welding that up, doing oil changes on that stuff. And that'll be for tomorrow, but just wanted to give you guys a preface for it. We'll get it bright and early, get this little POS out of the way, and then we'll be welding on the sucker. All right, we are back day after. We went and got the battery. We got a couple more supplies as well. We're gonna get to putting it in like I showed you guys, and then I'll show you the battery size and all that good stuff, and then get to welding, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll take it for a maiden voyage. All right, so here's the battery that we got, little Noco. Dang, it's light compared to the old battery size. Very nice, and it looks good. Oh, she'll fit nicely. So let's get to cutting some tabs and then show you boys and girls as we go. Got the little grinder as well, so we can cut stuff and all that cool stuff. Ooh. Alrighty, so we got the tank off. Now we got all this rat wire stuff. Other thing we gotta do, we gotta figure out how to do the turn signals, because to get it... Oh, you think they got pinched maybe?
You probably fucked it up somewhere.
Because to get it street legal, we gotta get front and rear turn signals, get the battery done. Huh?
We're gonna get this front turn signal.
Well, Harbor Freight was close. So first and foremost, we're gonna get the battery done, and then we'll start doing the rear turn signals. So let me update y'all once we get all this stuff grounded down and ready to tackle basically. On today's setup of what are we doing, we got the fabrication. We haven't set up my vise yet, so we just kind of got it on the ground, but. All right, we got some tabs bent up. Put them on there, put them on there. That's the idea. And then we slide the battery in there. So next we're gonna sand down all this, get it ready for weld, then prep it up, and then we bust out the little titanium Flux 125, and then we get the party going. Alrighty, we got the welder out and about now, and we're gonna be welding it up right here. We got it all tight. Show it, dude. How you looking?
All right, so we got it tacked up there. We just got it held. About to do a little tacking and then adjust it, move it around, and then see what we got to do. Got it all sanded down there. Jeez Louise, look at that. We are a step closer. Grinder made me the welder, all right? We grinded that down. We got the 2 little tabs right here. And then we got this sucker. I'm thinking about getting a leather belt, but we won't be able to get that till tomorrow. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. You donating that? Hey, yo. So for now, we'll be doing like that. But yeah, end goal, we would have, put it down here, just to chill. It'd be like a belt going around the whole day. Another $1. Alrighty, so what we got here is the grinder made me the welder. I ain't specialty, basically. We're not the best, you know. She was kind of tucked in, but this is how our battery tray is going to end up looking. We got 2 little things, and then the battery just slides on in there. I'll show you guys after, but right now I'm just going to be spray painting. So what I did really quick was just put some paper towels, you know, so I don't get everything else. But I'm going to just spray it down real quick, make it look all nice and black, and then I'll show you guys how we're going to be having it mounted. And then for right now, I'm just using this strap, and then probably in a later video when we fully get it, all the turn signals and everything wired up, I'm going to get a nice little leather strap. Probably tie everything else nicely together. I have front turn signals ordered right now, and then I got the resistors for the rear. So once those come in, we'll get those installed and then test everything, and then get a nice little appointment for a brake lamp check. And then hopefully she'll be on the road legalized with registration and plates. So. Alrighty, I'm back on another segment. I forgot where we left off, but right now we're gonna be putting on the turn signals. I got them right over here. So basically, I'll show you guys, we'll do it quick. I am gonna have to solder them in, but we're just gonna screw them in with these Harbor Freight bolt kit that I got, clamp it down, and then see how we're gonna run the wire, and then just kind of solder in and test them and see how they can get. The plan is that we're gonna use these holes that were originally there for what I believe was the gauge cluster, and then we're just gonna put them on like that. See if I can get a wider screen, and then we'll just put 1 bolt on, clamp it down. We'll paint them later, but just for now to get them done. And then we'll have 2 little turn signals on the side. We'll test them. They should work. I've already tapped into the wires, made sure that everything was good to go, as you can see right there. So then run the wires to the back, make sure we can turn back and forth. All right, so right now what we got going on here, what we figured out is we actually don't need the flashes that I had ordered. It actually already has a relay or whatever you might call it in here. So what we got to do is basically just solder everything together, the fronts and the rears, and then I'll just show you guys the finished product. But what we got going on is just a little bit of Amazon special right here. We just got the front and the rears. Give me a little taste of it. So it's gonna look something like this. Not too shabby. Let me show you the rear too. But right now they're backwards, so we got to figure that out as well, and then figure all of it. So I'll let you guys know as we go. Alrighty, so we got it somewhat figured out here. Taping it up because we don't have heat shrink, but we got the left, we got the right. We're figuring it all out, and I'll get the hardware up later. We're doing soldering because if you're crimping, then you're not building, all right? You're not building right. Gotta solder. And reduces the points of failure. So we're just going to finish up this solder. I'll show you guys how it looks. Wait, that's not even soldered yet. What you doing?
You haven't soldered it? You fucking...
Alrighty, so we got it soldered here. Now we just got to figure out the ground situation. But if you go ahead and turn the signal, hit left, you ground it, we have a left turn signal on the front and on the rear. So let me just tape this up real quick, ground everything, and then we'll start tucking the wires, and then should be good to start wrapping this shit. And just like that, she's back in one piece. Turn signals, battery, and horn. I'm gonna show you guys doing the horn, but I'm not gonna wire it up, I think, because I don't think I legally need it. But it's there in case, and then I'll just wire it up, and then it should be pretty simple. But hit the switch. We got turn signal there, and turn signal back there. And the only issue I can see is if they tell me that they're not DOT approved, but in that case, then I'll just cut them out and then add some new ones, find some on Amazon that are DOT approved. But yeah, what we covered in this video was doing the battery bracket. And like I said, I'm going to try to find a new belt later on. Painted that guy down, got the turn signals wired up, everything works, brake switch as well.
And hopefully soon enough we'll be able to get this puppy on the road and then be able to get some clips for you guys. But yeah, that wraps up today's 1985 CB650 street legal. Making it street legal. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning into the video. But it's gonna be a good one, and hopefully soon enough we'll be able to get this puppy on the road.